Hello, everyone, and greetings. Thank you for joining me tonight on Fulfillment Friday. Almost said after the fact there. I'm just making sure that we're going to both places, Twitch and YouTube's, Twitch TV/Silver-Quill. Well, that's something. Now, hopefully, y'all can hear me, because I'm still getting the hang of this newfangled streaming software and this new setup. But one thing I will never get over is the kindness you all show in coming to listen to me yammer on as I do my work. So let's say some hellos to Cherry Fluffbelly Official, Commodore Steele, Michael Billington, and my bud MLP Trinary, our Connolly 53, who's wishing me well in becoming the new Prince of Darkness. Egads, I didn't know I was being so ambitious. Parker Boots, Pokemon Fire Eevee, Mary Drake, Adam Leisman, and going on down, Swordbreaker 12. Yes, we've got a video. Hello, Underpup. Who wonders, is anyone doing Halloween next week? Well, more about that shortly. And let's see, Chair Flap Ellie is also on the Twitch. Oh, you watch the Charlotte's Web movies? Oh, just the one. Sorry, I saw YouTube movies. But with Charlotte's Web, that'll give you a good cry. Anyway, Cosmeta Inspira, hello. Nathan Duazo, Cartoon Retro Boy 64. SJM Hadsock, Shucker 27. And going on down the line here, Elizabeth Snowbell. You forgot it was, what does it say, Fulfillment Thursday on the TV? Nope, it's still Friday. Welcome, Celestia Fan Forever and Sodor Fan 15. Rodan, Infinite Warlock, and Battleship Agincourt. So that's what I've got on the list so far. I will do my best to update as I see people. But hello and welcome. It's good to have you all here. Now let's see what happens when I transition to... Yes, excellent. Well, I've got people who recently subscribed, I believe, on Twitch listed. So that's Adam Leisman and Leo Flame 39. But it's supposed to be scrolling. Still working on that aspect of my overlays. I wonder if I can talk to my YouTube account to celebrate the folks who kind enough to check in there as well. But anywho. Well, Rodan, I am good and well. I've had a busy week. Not a bad one, mind you. I'm actually quite happy with how it's turned out. I got myself a new car. Yes, I have a new vehicle with which to cause vehicular mayhem within reason. It's probably just not coming to a complete stop at a stop sign, really. But first off, let's get a little bit of pretzel rocks going on over here, because it's kind of boring just to hear my voice. Now, last week I got sidetracked because they kept doing the same blessed song over and over because there were only like threes. Calming cinematics. It lasts for 4 hours. Let's see how that works. Let's see. Now to check in OBS to see how loudly this is going. Let's bring it down just a little because I'm wary. But I trust you all to let me know if things are going a kerflooey. Indeed, a kerflooey. The sidewalk is not for driving points. Oh dear, California stops, says Elizabeth Snowbell. Oh, Nathan, So, Leo Flame is you over on Twitch. I'll still have to work on that. And hello to the Mad Munchkin. It's good to have you here, Maddie. Although I don't know if you were here for when we had our classic, have we got a video? Yes, we've got a video. Anyway, let's dive in. So, it's been a good week for me in terms of that. My friend who lost her mom recently, she is, well, doing as best as anyone could in that situation and planning a memorial for later in, well, you know what, it's not my place to say what they're planning. I'm just there to help however I can. So, that is the long and the short, essentially. I am, well, how to best describe all that's going on. This is a week of anticipation. Next week, I am off and away to Ponyville Cider Fest. So unfortunately, I won't get to stream with y'all next Friday. But to get to Cider Fest, I need to travel on Halloween Day, which is a bit of a bother. I mean, of all the, I understand how timing doesn't always work out ideally, especially with venues, but it's going to feel weird to travel on Halloween and not get to be there. There's this really great block party near where I live. They pull out all the stops for decorations. But this time I won't get to be a part, but that's okay, because I'll get to be a part of something wonderful and personal, getting to be at a brony gathering. However, I would encourage you all to check out Lightning Bliss's channel around 8 p.m. Central Time, because she and I will be commenting on her latest creation. I'll do so remotely from the convention and get to share a little time with the Blissy Boo before the convention starts, and she'll get to visit with me after she's gotten to say hi to people on Halloween. Connolly, I'm not... Oh, wait, yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes, my campaign to become the great Prince of Evil in the TF2 universe. I need to double check on that. So much to do, so little time. It'll drive you batty. And yes, that does deserve. Heh. So, first and foremost tonight, we're working on a duckula for a title card. I'm trying to be a bit more creative with my, well, maybe that's the wrong term. It's not so much creativity as in making a whole new art piece, but rather thumbnails and title cards that represent the theme of After the Fact, so that if you look at it, right away you know that's a Silver-Quill After the Fact, and therefore you know to skip it. But the problem is I haven't quite nailed down my identity. I tried with Batman and Jason, Dave, and Frank tributes to make new thumbnails, but they're too busy. 'Twas Saber Spark who said you got to make it iconic so people know it's you right off the bat. And with 1 million subscribers, I think he knows what he's talking about. So I'm trying something different to be me, using the same feather background you see on the screen background. And then there's this. I'm going to have Duckula over After the Fact, and we'll go from there. Anonymous. Is that the real person's name, or, well, I mean, obviously this is not the real person's name. Is that the screen name, however, or do they just wish to remain anonymous? Except that I know who that's from. That's from Bud Trinary, who's never been shy about doing so. I guess there's some weird setting with that. But Trinary, I know that was your kindness, and I appreciate it. But Duckula, I see people saying he looks a little derpy. Well, I mean, I understand other people might take that as an insult, but to me, it will always remind me of our beloved Muffin Mare. So I take that as a compliment. But the Count, is, at least this version of Duckula, is quite bonkers. Quite. The Alcubierre warp drive, Adam Leisman. Wait, isn't that from Star Trek? Good gravy, Cartoon Retro Boy. You're making me feel old, but that's okay. I'm glad that you had MLP with which to grow up. Also, I'm just anticipating someone will ask, so I'll just say, I have heard the news about the, quote, leaked production Bible, close quote. I have no idea if it's legit, and that's why, one, I haven't read it, because I don't want to buy into any sort of super hype over it. But even so, I do mean it when I say that I'd rather listen to people being creative about the series themselves than all of us pining on what may have been in the show. And I think that what driving me nuts is too strong. But what makes me frustrated is that I think Make Your Mark and Tell Your Tale had good ideas that they just, for whatever reason, didn't get expanded upon. The fate of Sunny's mama, for example, is an important one. And, well, I will admit that the Skyros mention and the possibility of a domain of alicorns, that needs to be fleshed out by someone, preferably a fan, but you never know. I'd be curious to know, well, a lot of things about the alicorns. Why they allowed two of their youngest to become rulers? How did they react when Luna fell? Why did Celestia and Luna not go back there when they retired? Yes, SJM Hatsock, we are talking about MLP and the recent leak of the production Bible for G5, or Story Bible perhaps. But either way, I got my own ideas. I got my own opinions. Now, I'll tell you all one thing I don't like in that production Bible, the description of why Twilight's reign eventually tapered out. I don't envy anyone the role of trying to figure out how to write off or say goodbye, close the book on G4 in preparation to G5. I think that's maybe one of the biggest problems that was going against it. How on earth can you write about the end of Twilight's reign and not get hated for it? So this is not blaming any writer. This is not denouncing any production staff. It's a no-win situation right there. But that said, I'm not a fan of the idea that Twilight was second-guessing herself and that made her an easy target. If anything, I feel like Celestia, right after banishing Luna, would be an enticing target. She's certainly more emotionally vulnerable in that sense. while I believe it says that Twilight and Friends overcame Opaline, but they took some security measures that really backfired. Not crazy about that. There's no easy way out of that. And yes, Cosmo Nispero, you're right to take this with a grain of salt. Heck, take it with an entire barrel. A mountain. Battleship Agincourt G5. I don't really understand all the reasons for G5. Hasbro is having trouble across the board. Was my supreme disappointment this week. Actually, that's pretty hyperbolic. But it is disappointing. But it was really disappointing to hear that Transformers 1 did not perform well enough to earn that they decided to cancel a sequel. My hope is that with positive feedback from video streaming and Blu-ray sales, they might reconsider, because Transformers 1 was really good. I mean, really good. And so therefore, it should enjoy a sequel, because there's still so much to flesh out about the start of the Autobot-Decepticon conflict. I blame 3 elements for why, at least, well, possibly 4. One is, of course, Hasbro itself. From what I've heard, they're not doing great on sales overall and are throwing most of their support and efforts into Wizards of the Coast for Magic the Gathering. And they did not do a great job marketing. That's my second blame. The first trailer for Transformers 1 really emphasized comedy, especially Bumblebee being rather annoying. And that gave people the wrong impression. They don't know about the drama, the excellent choreography of fighting scenes, and just all around a really great story with just enough humor. And so that's our second strike against it. Then there's the fact that people turn their noses up at animation, and I find that really foolhardy. Wait a minute. Is this working? Because once again, I don't think my stream is updating. Good Lord, what is going on? I could swear. Screen? Restart capture. Okay. Oh, so. Dang. There's another hard lesson learned. Okay, I digress. Okay, so people look down on animation as a storytelling device, and I think that's foolish. Animation is, I believe, the ultimate means by which you can express a story. Stylistically, thematically, you can have such great control over how you present a story with perhaps less budgetary restrictions than if you try for live action with a whole bunch of frickin' special effects. You know, imagine, I know Sin City did it really well, but imagine having that style with animation. You could go even further. So people need to get over this elitism against cartoons and animation. And then fourth, and this might sound petulant, I do blame Michael Bay and his movies, which came out with such regularity and to such disappointment that people got tired of Transformers. Especially combine that with the comedy trailer that started off the whole shebang. people got the wrong impression. They didn't go see it. I don't blame Michael Bay for being a producer on the movie, but I think that his style really wore people out on the brand. And it might be a while before Transformers can recover into being defined more by Transformers 1, by the more recent TV shows. So those are my top saboteurs for Transformers 1, which I hope will not be the last one. Alrighty. Now, people are wondering, hey, what happened? Why did I suddenly jump to having Duckula in the midst of a vectoring moment? Well, here's the skinny, my friends. This new OBS stream, apparently it needs to start recapturing said screen each session. I have to remind myself now to recapture, or to see if I can, I don't know, if I can set it to automatically start redoing the capture. Whole new shebang. And I'm still getting used to this new style. So I apologize for the sudden jump in visuals. But the whole time I was gabbing on, I was working on Count Duckula's vector. So we are continuing ever forward. What did Michael Bay direct, Shocker 27? Oh, man, I know he directed the first 3 Transformer movies. Actually, I believe he covered all of them even further, up to possibly The Last Night. Thing is, I stopped watching those movies after Revenge of the Fallen. I was so disappointed in that movie, and I've never been the biggest Michael Bay fan. So I just said, you know, I'll let these go by. More power to whoever enjoys them, but that ain't me. And I think that was the right decision. Yeah, he did do those TMNT movies, Hadsock, but I didn't go see them. Again, not a Michael Bay fan, and, well, after the Transformers, I just figured whatever was going on with TMNT did not need my attention. Goodness knows I did go see Mutant Mayhem, which was its own unique presentation of the Turtles. I enjoyed it. All right, let's save this real quick. Duckula title. Hawkeye. How many reboots of the Ninja Turtles have there been, Shocker? Depends. Are you talking just the shows or comics? Because I was at a comic shop yesterday, and there must have been at least 8 different Ninja Turtle comics going, including continuing The Last Ronin, which, as far as I was aware, was, well, the last. It's kind of like The Last Starfighter, The Last Jedi. You're really not the last of them, you're just the last one standing for a while. So, here we are, moving right along. to the deck yet? Elizabeth, you only recently got into Ninja Turtles. Well, everybody makes decisions about their own entertainment at their own pace. There's no right or wrong time to get in on it. Nostalgia can start at any time, or the celebration of something new that is actually something a bit oldish. I mean, I've gotten in on Netflix series that are old news to most people. Still working my way through Camp Cretaceous. Need to see Requiem for Vengeance of the Gundam franchise. And, well, I'm sure there's more I need to see on good old YouTubes. But we're not dealing with that just yet. Hello, Little Heart Raccoon. Good to have you here. Shocker 27. Ronin is a masterless samurai. It is a... I don't know if it applies to ninjas, but it's a term made popular by the story of a group of samurai whose lord was killed. And as a result, they spent years living as beggars, vagabonds, anything to keep going. But they eventually came together one night, stormed their lord's opponent, and killed everyone in the castle, and then committed, I think it's harakiri, or harakiri, honorable suicide, they call it. And that became a very popular legend. So I think that's probably what helped proliferate the term Ronin. There's been a Marvel character named Ronin. I watched growing up Ronin Warriors, which I believe was called Samurai Troopers in Japan. But either way. But it is curious why the character is called the Last Ronin, essentially the last surviving Ninja Turtle, when you don't even... I don't know if that term applies to ninjas. And just check in the chat. Any anime recommendations for Little Heart Raccoon? Well, I saw, what was it? The Masked Man, a prequel to Cyborg 009, apparently, which is interesting but dark. And I was able to predict the twist, but I thought it was a pretty good show. Now, I need to pull together... First off, I need to get this scaled right. 1280 by 720. Okay, we're good there. Video projects. Forgive me a moment. I'm just going into my archive. Campfire. Nope. Nope. Dang. It has been a while since it's been far too long since I actually got involved in my video projects. But it's been a tumultuous time. Friends in trouble, my own health deteriorating, friends celebrating, and my health improving. All these things. So while I haven't been very active on YouTube, I have most certainly been active in life. Now, drawings. Hearths. Man. Come on now. Nope, that won't work. I guess this is fitting for Halloween. If I can find the right blessed file. Goodness, there we go, finally. This is from, gosh, is it now 2 years ago? Inhumanoids. A product that was very much a part of its time, but really would not fly today. Needs some updating. A lot of updating, in fact. Hello, Hybrid Custode. I'm doing well, and I hope you are too. Well, come forth after the fact. For our dear Ducky Boos, as Nanny calls him. Whoa. Yeah, you folks are seeing this? Trippy. I don't know why it's affecting my screens this way. Very weird. Boom. And let's put, whoops, 1, 2, 3, boop. We won't need this background title anymore. Layer goes bye-bye. Now then, I think we can make this 1.5. I think that looks pretty good. Put him in front of the falling feathers, and there you have it. Excellent. Quack, quack, quack. Thinking a lot about Pathfinder characters. Ah, I get you. KJK Skull. I'm not familiar with this Hero 108. Huh. This is a new one. It's not anime as far as I can tell. Ah, but something from Cartoon Network. Well, I'd take a look. I'm not sure if it'd be something I'd want to do a whole video on. Oh, Little Heart. Lupin the Third is quite the anime staple. I would say it's almost a matter of principle to check it out. Yes, it's the principle, dang it. If nothing else, there is the Studio Ghibli Lupin III Castle of Castriogo? Studio Ghibli Lupin. Cagliostro. There we go. Complete with all of Lupin's gang, allies, and enemies. Oh, yes, Delicious in Dungeon. Thank you for reminding me, Shocker27. That's a great anime. I love it's almost a masterclass in world building. Okay, we've got our Duckula in a row. I've just taken a quick swig because now comes one of the most important parts. Getting the audio for this shindig. So for now, we shall... First, we'll pull up my Duckula folder. Pull up the Count Duckula script. And I'm just going to save it. Well, first off, I wrote some of this on my desktop and some on my laptop. And to my great frustration, something's wrong with my laptop. It's not saving updates. That's a problem. I lost a lot of progress thanks to that. But I also got to rewrite and update it. So, maybe you have a little bit of yay and a little bit of nay there. Alright, I'm going to quit Word now because I shouldn't need it. Now, how to go about this exactly? I'd love to keep the music going, but I can't because I'd be recording it and I'd be recording it with my narration. Alrighty. Well, no help in it then. You guys are just going to have to deal with my sound of me lumbering towards my microphone across the room. And even better, my Mickey Mouse impersonation. So we're going with a new audio file. Let's do Silver-Quill Mickey. Oh yeah, I can't say his name out full. Apparently that's copyright. A little hard. I appreciate the save, but I saved the art and I saved the other piece as a PDF. So now it's raw, because I always do things nice and raw. Uh-oh. Noah Harris asks, what does Captain Hook have in common with a teenager? They can't escape TikTok. Alrighty. For the moment, at least, we are going to not have any sound from the computer. We are going to give this a go. I don't recall recording audio on a live stream, but let's find out what's what. Silver bot, Cherry Fluff Belly? I don't remember a silver bot. Well, I guess you're right then. I'm forgetting because I don't recall anything about a silver bot. Ah, well, here's what's going to happen, folks. Right now I'm talking into a microphone at my desktop, but that is not the microphone I use for recording. That is across the room behind some soundproof foam, which is also mounted to the ceiling and walls. And I've got a tablet there. I'll pull it up, look over the script, talk to you guys as I'm going through the script. And right now, it's going to be an impersonation of a certain multimedia juggernaut character. All right, here we go. I'm muting this mic and turning on the other. And now, you probably hear me very faintly. There we go. I am approaching the microphone, stepping on some debris. Or derbies. Unfortunately, part of this requires that I can't see the screen or the chat, but to be honest, I don't want any distractions. This is me putting on the best performance of my life, but not really. Here we are. Up we go. Pulling up yon script. Come on, Dropbox, talk to me. Talk to me and show me my document. Ah, there you go. Cantucula. Took your sweet time, didn't you? So we're doing this in two parts. First, I'm going to do my impersonation, and I guess I'll lay that out. Then we'll get to recording the other part. So, here we go. My evil mascot. Look at them all. Donald, Daisy, Scrooge, Ludwig, Darkwing, Launchpad, those three clones, even Gladstone. Does anyone remember Gladstone? Whatever the case is, they're all mine. Forget those Bayou bozos. I'm the real Duck Dynasty. I'm the god. Oh dear. And I'm going to do that one more time, maybe a little deeper. Not sure. Let's give it a whirl. I always try to do 2 takes, which is why even just recording feels like it takes forever. Look at them all. Donald, Daisy, Scrooge, Ludwig, Darkwing, Launchpad, those three clones, even Gladstone. Does anyone remember Gladstone? Whatever the case, the point is, they're all mine. Forget those Bayou bozos. I'm the real Duck Dynasty. I'm the god. Sure, others have tried to get in on that duck craze, but only 2 pose a real threat to my authority. The first is that dumb Drake that's always fighting with the rabbit. Just you wait. One day, I will destroy you all. The other is that dead duck from Transylvania. Sure, his series ended back in '93, but given enough time, the vampire always rises, just like the British. And take 2. Sure, others have tried to get in on the duck craze, but only 2 pose a real threat to my authority. The first is that dumb Drake that's always fighting with the rabbit. Just you wait. One day, I will destroy you all. The other is that dead duck from Transylvania. Sure, his series ended back in '93, but given enough time, the vampire always rises, just like the British. How dare they? How dare they not invade en masse for my beautiful Euro theme park? And then they want to resurrect that secret agent mouse? I've got a secret for you. You suck. How dare they? How dare they not invade en masse for my beautiful Euro theme park? And then they went and resurrected that secret agent mouse. I've got a secret for you. You suck. And now I find some rube on the internet is going to talk about that series, trying to drum up some nostalgia, trying to get in on my game before I can make a live-action Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Sure, it was live-action to begin with, but I'll find a way to remake it with subpar CGI. And when I have a spare moment, I'll get you, you presumptive pigeon. You and your little ponies, too. And now I find out some rube on the internet is going to talk about that series, trying to drum up some nostalgia, trying to get in on my game before I can get a live-action Bedknobs and Broomsticks. I did that wrong. Trying to get in on my game before I make a live-action Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Sure, it was live-action to begin with, but I'll find a way to remake it with subpar CGI. And when I have a spare moment, I'll get you, you presumptive pigeon. You and your little ponies, too. Fast forwarding to the end. Fine, then. Pine for your nostalgia. Keep up hope for an undead duck. I'll outlast them all. I'll outlast everyone. I've seen cartoons come and go, but my empire remains. It doesn't matter if the whole world goes to hell in a handbasket. I'll still be there. I'll remain until the last human breathes their last breath. For I am the mouse. Fine then. Pine for your nostalgia.
Keep up hope for an undead duck. I'll outlast them all. I'll outlast everyone! I've seen cartoons come and go, but my empire remains! It doesn't matter if the whole world goes to hell in a handbasket. I'll still be there. I'll remain until the last human breathes their last breath. For I am the mouse.
Going back to my computer now. Okay, I have stopped recording and gone back to my desktop. Alrighty, this goes to Aducula. I need a sip of water because I don't know what that sounded like to all of you, because what my voice sounds like and what you hear what my voice sounds like to me and what you hear, very different things. I don't know if that was even a worthwhile impersonation, but we're going to go with it. See, you can all see every disgusting fact. Oh dear, I caught Skull off guard like a brick to the kneecap. That is a uniquely specific description. Oh yes, I also changed the output. Here we are. Get these headphones back on. Silly me. Oh, and let's unmute the computer.
Still be there.
Going back to my computer now. Let's just get rid of my little preambles. We won't need them. Or derbies. Unfortunately, part of this requires that I can't see the screen. I don't want any distractions. This is me putting on the best performance of my life, but not really. Here we are. Up we go. Good luck. On Dropbox Talk to. There you go. Cantucula. So we're doing this in 2 parts, and get to recording the other part. Good gravy. Come on now. Here we go. My evil mascot. This will be recorded on YouTube for posterity. I don't need it now.
Look at them all.
All right, so we save this. Okay, let's, Maddie, I appreciate you think I did great, but it's okay if I gave a terrible performance. It's okay. So long ago, I recorded a favorites of sorts, prep for my voiceover. It involves equalizing things, trimming down the peaks, bringing up the lows, normalizing dynamic processing. Then there's always just a little bit of noise. So I capture a print and I go to noise, adaptive reduction. And with a piece that long, you better believe.
Scrooge, Ludwig, Darkwing, Launchpad.
Oh yeah, my throat gets sore just hearing that. And then a de-esser. Effects, amplitude and compression, dynamic processing, de-esser, a medium.
I'm the real Duck Dynasty. I'm the god.
That's probably my favorite line. Actually, no question about it. That was my favorite line. Yep, Enderpup, white noise. I try to take it out as much as I can. Gaiety understands. Get some water. The Dark Lord of Ravenloft, Adam Leisman. So, well, I need to double check on Ravenloft, I guess. Okay, so let's get started on this, at least a little bit. Bring up the good old Premiere Pro. No time like the present to get started. And then work on that for a little bit, and well, I'll figure things out from there. That's all I can say. Cowboy Engineer, you're right. White noise. Actually, I've never really gone for the white noise generator. I tried wind for a while, but it didn't help. I just am not great at falling asleep. It is my failing. All right. ATF Count Duckula. Hey, Count Duckula. Hey. That's what he sounds like. That's actually in the opening. Good gravy. Let's just skip importing media. All right. Because it's been a while since I made just a new project. I don't know. Window. Workplaces. Tim's workspace. What do we got? Alrighty. Not quite what I want, but oh, instant fix. So, let's start importing some stuff. Strange, I thought I'd done a better job here. There we go. We'll bring in the VO folder. It won't support the package files, but I don't need it to. Heck, I don't need the raw even. And After Effects, Disney Wall. Connecting to Dynamic Link server. That doesn't sound intimidating. What the heck's a dynamic link? It's my external hard drive. It's not terribly dynamic. Well, what? Oh, here we are. Scan lines, solids, comps, main comp. Here we go. And main comp. Need a new sequence. This one will be broadcast. Nope. Social. Social media portrait. Oh, that's new. Although it makes me feel old again to realize, yeah, social media is a setting. But I'll do HTV 720. Black video, because this is a holdover from when I worked at a video station. I set the default on my timelines to be 59 hours and 59 minutes and 50 seconds. So then I have some video. I trim it down to just 10 seconds. And there we have it. Then apply the default transitions. And why don't we media pen? All right. This looks to be zooming in. I swear it's zooming in. Yep, there we go. But I need zooming out. That's this one. Whoa. I also forgot to put the... You're probably good you didn't get the full blast of that. This is going Nope, 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 nope. Premiere Pro has its own settings, its own audio hardware. So the default output is Rodecaster Pro Stereo. And good Lord, that thing is loud. So we're just going to lay out that video without any sound. I like you all way too much to make you deaf. KGK Skull, what is a cowboy cooking? Also, Pokemon Fire EV, I must disagree with you. I find cherry to be a delightful flavor. Though oddly, I'm not a big fan of cherry fruit on their own. All right, Now I like this. This is just the right size. Now, actually, I realize I've forgotten one important aspect. Let's go back into Duckya, into our drawings. Mickey Mouse AI. Oh, it was for a minute there, I was afraid it was the wrong file. And no, it's not AI as in artificial intelligence. It's AI as in Adobe Illustrator. The only AI I will endorse, even though it too has its faults. Blah blah. Prowling around online for ways to simplify my stream, I found these scripts. This is the multi-exporter. So all I have to do is say Mickey _ make it 200% because I like to have more resolution file that I can shrink down rather than any sort of having to scale up. Now there are limits. Your average vector file from like online is going to be such a high resolution that the pony's eye will take up the whole screen. Open. All right. Coming along. Alrighty. So that should have created a graphics folder. There you are. Graphics plural. Might as well be a stickler with my naming conventions. And we'll drag that into and body back. There we are. So come on, just let me see what you're doing. What you doing here? Right about here. We're going to have the pack of Mr. Mouse. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that ominous? Effect controls. Scale it down because I don't need it to be that huge. Okay. Position and scale. And at the, gotta turn that on. At the beginning, we'll make him what, 75%? Be kind of a big reveal. Ba, ba, ba-da. Actually, this would look better if I'll have to do a quick little render. Sequence, render, effects in doubt. This is just the computer chewing over the information. No, Enderpop, I haven't said let's see here very much. I've said so a lot, which I was told in high school was my filler phrase. Just so. Anytime now, computer of mine. Let's get a little music going while we're waiting. Just... There we go. This is the frustration with editing. You hurry up and wait. There we go. I turned down the audio a little because I felt like that was getting pretty high. Well, Shocker, there's not as many shots as you might think. Case in point, this image of Mickey and Donald is repeated 1, 2, 3, 4 times in the available frame. This wall, which I worked on several weeks ago, that's what I was working on, trying to gather as many duck-themed games and events as possible. Come on now. Here we are. I'll make this just a little bigger so I can see if I can make this presentable. Oh, that music was almost perfectly timed. I might need to extend... I might extend the project just to have it hold on the back of Mickey for a minute. Ooh, black cherry yogurt. That's tasty. Now, let's save what we got here so far. Whoops. What the hey? Oh, that must be like view guide? Clear guides. I didn't know there were guides in this. I thought that was an Illustrator and Photoshop only thing. Oh well. So, might tweak that. Let's start getting our audio going.
Look at them all. Donald, Daisy.
Oh, man. I'll go with the first take. That take sounds like Mickey has laryngitis.
Look at them all.
Oh yeah, let's go to the very end because you can only scrub so far in the timeline as there's a clip from which to work.
For I am the mouse.
So let's just add one audio bit right down there. Now I can scrub ahead, no problem.
Look at them all.
Or I thought I had. What the hoo-ha hey? There you are.
Look at them all. Donald, Daisy, Scrooge, Ludwig, Darkwing. Launchpad. Those 3 clones.
Oh, wait, did I get that breath at the end?
Those 3 clones.
Ah.
Even Gladstone. Does anyone remember Gladstone?
Alrighty. Oh, shocker, you gotta call it a night. Well, we'll catch you later. Have a good one. Unfortunately, Pokemon Fire Eevee, it's not possible to shift the clips. Here's the thing. Essentially, there's one sequence, and that sequence is being referenced by several different video components within the larger screen. So if I make a change to one, it'll still apply to all of them.
Whatever the case is, they're all mine. Forget those Bayou bozos. I'm the real Duck Dynasty.
Second favorite line.
I'm the god.
And first favorite line.
Oh dear. And I'm going to do that one more time, maybe a little deeper.
Look at them all. Mine. Forget those Bayou bozos. I'm the real Duck Dynasty. Forget those Bayou bozos. I'm the real Duck. Sure, others have tried to get in on that duck craze, but only 2 pose a real threat to my...
And take...
Sure, others have tried to... Sure. Others have tried to get in on the duck craze, but only 2 pose a real...
Puffed a little too hard on the P there. Maybe...
in on that duck craze, but only 2 pose a real threat to my authority.
Nah, it's true on both.
But only 2 pose a real threat to my authority.
Oh, well, we just work with what we got right now. Oh, don't worry, Skull. My weirdness is not going anywhere.
The first is that dumb Drake that's always fighting with the rabbit. Just you wait. One day, I will destroy you all.
Not sure about that one.
One day, I will destroy you all.
Yeah, that second one's better.
Wait. One day, I will...
Wow.
I will... I will... I will destroy you all.
Hey, Blackjack. Good to have you here. Can Mickey Tan fire Eevee? I don't think so, even though there was a whole episode about wanting to go to the beach.
The other is that dead duck from Transylvania. Sure, his series ended back in '93. But give enough time, the vampire always rises. Just like the British.
Come on now.
How dare they? How dare they? How dare they? How dare they not invade en masse for my beautiful Euro theme park? And then they went and resurrected that secret agent Mouse. I've got a secret for you. You suck. I've got a secret for you. You suck!
Things you never thought you'd be saying as an adult, but there we are.
And now I find out some rube on the internet is going to talk about that series. Trying to drum up some nostalgia. Trying to get in on my game before I can get a live-action bedknobs and broomsticks.
I did that wrong.
Trying to get in on my game before I make a live-action bedknobs and broomsticks.
Okay. Thanks, me, for telling me I did it wrong.
Sure, it was live-action to begin with. But I'll find a way to remake it with subpar CGI.
Really hitting my P's too hard on this.
And when I...
And when I have a spare moment, I'll get you, you presumptive pigeon. You and your little ponies, too.
There we are. That's going to make for one weird intro. Alrighty. Now, I must import my collection of Disney anniversary intros, of which there are many. Uh-oh. Did any of them make it? Good God. Yeah, a lot of them. That's all I need. I probably only need that little bit of the intro to make you all have an earworm, because that's how I roll. Now, after that came Darkwing Duck.
And he appears.
Darkwing Duck!
Let's get dangerous.
Darkwing Duck! Darkwing Duck!
I didn't know for sure.
Darkwing Duck! When there's trouble, you call DW.
When there's trouble, you call DW. What else? What else feature did I use? There's a lot of stuff that I never used.
Inside, it's the Mickey Mouse Club.
What else? Well, there was Quack Pack. Huh. Raw Tunage, Shorty McShort, Tailspin, Wuzzles. Disney's now Dunk Bonkers. I don't need Dunkers. That's strange. Where's the Quack Pack stuff? I know I have it.
Think I will. I feel like quacking, so I think I will.
Alrighty. Whoop. So basically, I'm covering just about every intro I can that involves ducks. Reliving your childhood, Celestia fan forever? Well then, doing my best. Favorite bird character, Enderpup asks. Favorite bird? Oh, there's so many in fiction. I mean, Donald's definitely way, way high up there. But I won't lie that Zazu was pretty fun, but mostly thanks to the droll of Rowan Atkinson. Darkwing, Descendants, DuckTales, no, not Goof Troop. Ah, jeez. I was hoping there'd be a Donald Duck singing, This one I'll save till the end. We'll just make that our outro. Alrighty. House of Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Quack Pack. Oh, now I find it. Huh. I don't think I can work with that.
You want to split me with the seats in the middle. So I can lose all your and behind the gang of purple passionate blues. Passion blues.
No thanks. Cartoon Scrooge McDuck? A little too niche there. Donald Duck. Oh. Wait, I think I know what I need. Funny enough, I need YouTube. Donald Duck anniversary. 90th birthday. Good Lord, that was... Donald birthday, happy birthday. It was a great song they did for when I was a kid. Let's see if this is it.
Happy birthday. It's
Donald Duck's Golden Jubilee. Surely they have the whole blessed thing. This was a 1984 deal. One sec. Sorry, I'm doing a little searching online, so I'll try to keep talking while I do my search. I require Donald Duck's Golden Jubilee. Donald Duck's Golden Jubilee. Donald Duck, happy birthday? Come on, talk to me, internet. Nope, just get the animated shorts where he forces the trio to smoke to teach them a lesson, not knowing it's really about him. That one really wouldn't fly. Man, this is turning out to be harder than I thought. Golden Jubilee, Warner Brothers, Chip and Dale, man. Donald Duck's Golden Jubilee. I feel like I'm mentioning I'm mentioning an X-Men character. All right, Donald Duck's 50th birthday. Maybe that'll clue me in. Here we are. Wow,
Welcome to...
that only took way more searching than I wanted. Thank you. Well, this might take a minute. So let's check back with the comments, see how everybody doing. Ah, yes, I do remember both when he fought in World War II, Enderpup, but also the dream he had when he lived under a Nazi-dominated America. One of the earliest pieces of propaganda I ever saw. Jeff Volkazinski, I haven't yet seen the new TF2. One thing at a time. But it's good to see you. Glad to have you here. Okay, so I already screwed up. I put this in my weekday puns. When really, I need it over here. Goodness knows I don't have enough Disney stuff already. Whoops, did I do that wrong too? Donald Duck, 50th birthday. There I see. That's right in here, graphics. Week 4. There you are. Mac does better with movie rather than MP3. MP4, I guess it. Well, that's okay. Let's make this. Was it unable to read the file altogether? We're unable to open the file on the disk. Well, ain't that a dilly of a pickle? Guess we will be going with the MP4 then. Oh, funny, we said it. Here he is fighting Nazi Germany. Dick Van Dyke hosted this. As far as I know, that man has never had bad press or done anything indiscreet, and therefore he is a treasure. Come on now.
I'm going crackers, and you can come along.
I guess we could use several pieces of music from this.
We'll sound like a pre-starting now, so let's go do it.
Happy birthday, it's our birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy.
No, there's something else. This is from a long, long time ago. My childhood.
We've routed other traffic away. You're cleared for landing immediately. Get that plane down here this minute.
So yeah, they pretend Chip and Dale are flying Donald. Yada yada.
Patriot. Generations.
Who's the Ed Asner used to be in charge at Disney.
Sounds like
Yep, educational, telling. Yeah, this is when they actually show the negative consequences.
Donald Duck was claiming my victory.
over the first.
Goodness, where is it?
Denmark is 5.
Ah, man, I am really struggling to find this. There's a lyric, "Can you quack like Donald Duck?"
Come on,
Alrighty, moving right along. Come on. Come on, we're getting there. I will find it.
Was a natural for Hollywood and the silver screen. Today, Donald is honored to be one of the film world's true giants.
Got Sap out there. He's everywhere. Our friend Donald. He dresses neat. Just can't be beat. Taps his happy feet. Our friend Donald.
Donald was immortalized in Hollywood's Chinese theater, but his web feet were captured forever in cement. No wonder he's long been one of our favorite movie idols. You can tell immediately from the way an actor walks or talks if he's destined for stardom. And even from Donald's debut appearance in The Wise Little Hen, it was obvious he had just the right amount of charm to capture the public's attention.
That's strange. I thought it was right here.
Child growing pains, and I hope that as he grew up and as a speak, acquired a little more character, that his attitude might soften up a little. And it did. Just a little. An explosive personality like Donald's was a natural for Hollywood and the silver screen. Today, Donald is honored to be one of the film world's true giants.
Man, I'm just having no luck with... I know it's there. It's in my memory. It's real.
Satisfactions in our work here at the studio.
Nancy. Well, have a good one to... Have a good night, and we'll catch you again. And here's C-3PO and R2-D2 wishing Donald Duck a happy birthday.
Clarity of speech and enunciation will remain vitally important to the understanding of languages of the future. Forms of life which do not possess these qualities are, in my humble opinion,
This program to bring you a special bulletin from Duck One. We switch you now live to the control tower. Duck One to stop. Duck's birthday tour is rolling on. Fans of the Gatherings at Good Morning for a glimpse of their hero. Stay tuned to the celebrated Duck together. They're right. But for their hero. Donald didn't invent the verb to party, but he sure knows how to throw one.
Okay, I'm sorry. With the election coming up, to party doesn't have the same meaning as I'd like.
14 cities in 4 days, and the crowd just got bigger and bigger.
Donna Summer. I don't remember her. Hang on, I can. There we are. Let's just add Donald Duck there. Oh, you're right, Interpup. Actually, less than 2 weeks, I believe. That's a scary thought.
Oh.
Andy Warhol Museum. Oh my. Come on now.
See this one?
Oh yes, how they used to do it in the olden days.
There's or actors. He really shines on the big screen.
Dang it, I am just driving myself crazy going through this.
In South America.
All right, maybe. Okay, I'm just gonna have to watch this and get the proper one. Let's go. Let's not get so hung up that nothing else is accomplished. Huh. Trick or Treat, Mickey's Christmas Carol. Where's that Three Caballeros? Would have assumed it's in the three Legend of the Three Caballeros.
Brave caballero Three brave. We're three caballeros. We're three caballeros, three brave caballeros.
Okay. No, not the explosion. I'm looking for this other song, but I have to know the intro song.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Donald Duck's 50th birthday. Only true.
Oh, Dick Van Dyke, you've spoiled it for me. Okay, let's just hear what we've got so far.
I feel like quacking, so I think I will. We're three caballeros, three brave caballeros.
What other songs can I do that were duck themed? Mickey Mouse, Quack Pack did that. 7D, Adventures in Coloring. Scrooge McDuck, oh yeah. Wanted to be rather obvious. What's this one got? Oh, that's a video game. Raw tunage does not. Shorties, nope, not so much. The Replacements. I have no idea what that's about. Don't think I used that. Wonderful World it is. Okay, we'll just have to... I'll have to fill in the rest with Donald Duck's Happy Birthday.
Look at them all. Donald, Dave.
All right, now I gotta bring this up. Could also use a bit more. Welcome back, Shocker. You didn't miss much. I've been going a little crazy rather, just trying to find the footage I need, but that's okay. First off, we need Mickey's body. I realize how creepy that sounds. Yep, I end it with Duck's Rock from the Mighty Ducks, Cosmina. Let's see, then the white of Mickey's eyes. Pupil 1, which I admit looks like just a little white dot, but give me a little time here. Stop pressuring me. I'm working as hard as I can. And pupil 2. See, now they look a bit better. Now, squint. Confused. Angry. And let's put Squint as sort of the default.
Donald, Daisy, Scrooge, Ludwig, Darkwing, Launchpad. Those three clones.
Oh, I had a duplicate.
Those three clones.
Goodness. Donald was my favorite Disney character growing up, so I'm quite biased in his favor.
Those three clones. Even Gladstone. Does anyone remember Gladstone?
That's confusion.
Whatever the case is, they're all mine. Forget those Bayou bozos. I'm the real Duck Dynasty. I'm the god.
Harpy wears an eye patch. Very good. Oh, heffalumps and woozles, Renamon. There are many things to be afraid of. It's actually pink elephants that scare me more. Because, God almighty, you see that when you're a kid, and I tell you, it leaves a mark.
Sure, others have tried to get in on the duck craze, but only...
Did anyone ever used to watch a show called Sitting Ducks? I'd catch snippets of it on Cartoon Network back in the day.
Craze, but only 2 pose a real threat to my authority.
Let's make that anger as well.
The first is that dumb Drake that's always fighting with the rabbit. Just you. Always fighting with the rabbit.
Thoughts on Hellfire? It is a great song. I haven't listened to as much. The Hunchback of Notre Dame didn't grab me as much as other Disney movies. Maybe because I was getting older, and that you're at that phase where you feel like you have to be grown up, and then you realize that's just a load of guff.
Fighting with the rabbit. Just you wait. One day, I will destroy you all.
I'm actually going to keep him squinting for that one.
The other is that dead duck from Transylvania. Sure, his series ended back in 93, but give enough time to them. Sure, his series ended back in 93.
Let's see, that's confused.
But give enough time, the vampire always rises. Just like the British. How dare... How...
Let's get some anger going again with this.
How dare they? How dare they not invade and master my beautiful Euro theme park? And then they went and resurrected that secret agent Mouse. I've got a secret for you. You suck. You suck. And now I find out some rube on the internet is going to talk about that series, trying to drum up some nostalgia, trying to get in on my game before I make a live-action Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Sure, it was live-action to begin with.
That's more confusion.
And I'll find a way to remake it with subpar CGI. And when I have a spare moment, I'll get you, you presumptive pigeon. And when I have a spare moment.
This music's a little weird. It's all thinky. Boop, beep, boop, 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 boop.
Spare moment. I'll get you, you presumptive pigeon.
Hello, Grimwolf. Shocker, there's no dig at Britain in terms of current events. It's just Britain in general.
Have a spare moment. I'll get you, you presumptive pigeon. I'll get you, you presumptive pigeon.
Anger?
Those 3 clones. Even Gladstone. Does anyone remember Gladstone? Whatever the case is, they're all mine.
Okay. Now, we take all that, and we replace with an After Effects composition. Whoo, Nelly. This is all just for the intro. Guess I should close down some programs. I don't think I'll be needing an illustrator for the rest of tonight. Sure, let's save. Whoop, ah. Oh, ah. Duckula, After Effects. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, interesting. Usually... Oh yeah, the auto files are on top. Let's get Mickey's various pre-compose, move attributes, adjust composition duration. Yeah. Mickey watching. Now then, how big, how tall is all this? Because we need to go to composition settings. And we need to scale things up pretty impressively and out. There we go. There we are.
Look at them all.
Oh, and this one needs settings, audio devices as well. Hello, Country Shape Media. I'm doing well. Hope you are also. Just working on the opening to my next video, which is, as usual, pretty elaborate.
Donald, Daisy, Scrooge, Ludwig, Darkwing, Launchpad, those 3 clones, even Gladstone. Does that...
Okay. You know what? Since I need the expressions from our good old mouse, I'm gonna...
Look at them all. Donald, Daisy, Scrooge, Ludwig, Darkwing. Anyone remember Gladstone?
Let's see. Oh, there we go. Now I'm saying it. I need Mickey's pupils. Scary as that sounds.
Does anyone remember Gladstone? What?
Let's move those. And here, and here.
Does anyone remember Gladstone? Whatever the case. Whatever the case. Whatever the case is, they're all mine. Forget those Bayou bozos. I'm the real Duck Dynasty. I'm the god. Sure, others have tried to get in on the duck.
Let's move the eyes to the right.
Sure.
Whoop. Ah, with the most selected, I can.
Or others have tried to get in on the duck craze.
I'm sorry, what?
Others have tried to get in on the duck craze.
Oh, okay. JT Whiskey fan, I have tried spinach dip. It's not my favorite dip, but it's pretty good. There we are.
Sure, others have tried to get in on the duck craze, but only 2 pose a real threat to my authority. The first is that dumb Drake that's always fighting with the rabbit. Just you wait. One day, I will destroy you all. The other is that dead duck from Transylvania. Sure, his series ended back in '93, but give enough time, the vampire always rises. Just like the British. How dare they? How dare they not invade en masse for my beautiful Euro theme park? And then they went and resurrected that secret agent Mouse. I've got a secret for you. You suck. And now I find out some rube on the internet is going to talk about that series. Trying to drum up some nostalgia. Trying to get in on my game before I make a live-action Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
All right, poop.
Sure, it was live-action to begin with.
who's seen Bedknobs and Broomsticks? It's something of a piece of its time, I admit. Ugh. That one looks like Mickey lost a pupil. Let's not deal with that.
Sure, it was live action to begin with, but I'll find a way to remake it with subpar CGI. And when I have a spare moment, I'll get you, you presumptive pigeon. You.
Okay, that's good. Now then, actually, I guess I should have changed the composition settings on this too. Oh well. Now, here's the trick as I see it. You know, Swordbreaker, you're right. This would have been impossible for me not long ago. I've learned a lot and technology has advanced a lot in a short amount of time. Glow. Let's see what we can do about a glow. Ah! What the? Oh, FX Factory. No wonder. FX Factory, RBG, Uniglow, Stylized Glow, jeez. Color channels, alpha channel? Nope. Nope, that's not what I need. Criminies, they're just sort of a... Oh, Hawkfire, thank you very much. Huh. This is not a complaint, I'm just wondering why... It said Hawkfire's name and not a boy Trinary. Good night, Shocker. Have a very good evening and a good rest. Let's see what Uniglow has to do. Whoa. Maxon. Okay. We're just gonna... We're just gonna wait on that. Gosh darn, this can't be. Universe is like, okay, working on that. I'm not gonna give my sign-in information online, that's all. Okay, this might work. Wow. This one takes a little bit of getting used to. Let's make that tint just a little blue to reflect the glow off them screens. But what else can I do to make this a bit more... 0.5. Let's not take it too far. Okay, now, here's what I'm thinking. VR glow. Glow brightness will wiggle 10 and 20. Let's see how that looks.
Donald, Daisy.
Whoa. Oh, too much. Too much. Let's make it 3 and 5.
Daisy, Scrooge.
Wow. Actually, I think I'll only wiggle it that far.
Scrooge. Ludwig.
Oh boy. Now he's gonna sound like drunk or something. Yep, Swordbreaker, I'm working on kind of a flickering. Let's change the saturation also. Wiggle 3,2. And then I have to, let's see here. I guess I gotta preview this.
Look at them all. Donald.
This is gonna sound so weird. This is the only way I know to chew it over. He sounds more like a monster.
This is what you haven't yet.
On a threshold. I wonder what a 0.5 threshold would be like. Whoa, oh man. Okay, I'm just taking this at its brightest. That is flipping crazy gunnets, you know? Okay, well, the threshold is apparently good for getting everything to lighten up, but where's the intensity? Ah, there we go.
Look at them all. Donald.
Maybe lower still. Let's try 25%. Because that glow's intense.
Donald. Daisy.
Jabba the Mouse. Oh, God. You guys are making me think of that right now. Okay, so Jabba the Mouse with Lola Bunny as his captured princess. By God, I can see that happening in my fan art now. Ah, yes, you are all right. You are all correct. You are all right, but you're also correct that I need to save.
Ludwig, Darkwing, Launchpad, those 3 clones.
If I am talking in slow motion.
I wonder what would happen.
Forget those Bayou bozos. I'm the
All right, we're gonna start this off here. They were originally the niece's Grimwolf. That's interesting. Well, now I'm not going to make any sexual identity jokes or gender identity jokes, but that is an interesting piece of information.
Those 3 clones, even Gladstone. Does anyone remember Gladstone? Whatever the case is, they're all mine. Forget those Bayou bozos. I'm the real Duck Dynasty. I'm the god. Sure, others have tried to get in on the duck craze, but only 2 pose a real threat to my authority. Others have tried to get...
Sheriff Labelli, I'm not sure I understand. You thought there was a pit bull against your back or stomach because of how long this stream lasted? Wait, Swordbreaker, Webby had sisters? Y'all are messing with my perception of reality at this point. I hope you realize that's a dangerous thing. Oh, this sounds sufficiently creepy.
Scrooge, Ludwig, Darkwing, Launchpad, those 3 clones, even Gladstone. Does anyone remember Gladstone? Whatever the case is, they're all mine. Forget those Bayou bozos. I'm the real Duck Dynasty. I'm the god. Sure.
Seth Moss wondering how many years I think it's been in G5. You know, I gotta say, let's I'm gonna bring down the music because we're in our final moments. There's plenty, not like our lives are in their final moments. Good Lord, that I'm sounding grim today. No, how shall I put this? We've got just a little bit of time before it's the top of the hour, and I break to get some dinner, and you all, I hope, go on to have a wonderful evening. How to best explain this? The movie of G5, A New Generation, showed that the Tree of Harmony was now a seemingly orchard blossom tree standing in the middle of a grassy field. The entire landscape had changed, and the ruins of the Castle of the Two Sisters completely eroded away. So I gotta say, it's certainly been more than 200 years. That takes, I would argue, at least a century to keep going, for that to happen. So I gotta figure that it's been at least a century or 3 before the show starts. I just don't know anything more than that. I can't parse it out. And again, with this seeming show Bible making the rounds on the internet, I know people are reading it and gathering info, but I take it all with a very large amount of salt. Oh, Blue Griffin, didn't know that big cherry blossom tree that Sonny and friends passed, both going to to Zephyr Heights and then to Bridlewood. That is supposed to be the Tree of Harmony. It was all the rage back in the day. Oh, well, now I'm being corrected. Apparently, it was not the Tree of Harmony. That was a misunderstanding for what Imalu said. That's a rather... Well, then I'm just confused. I'm so confused. I have no mark for the passage of time. I really thought that was the Tree of Harmony. Oh, well. Oh, well, it's been a time. I've still got a lot of work to do as I have Mickey become the almighty devastator whose coming will invoke Ragnarok or some such. Just a symbol of harmony. Well, I'm just going to have to fact check because we're getting a lot of this person said, that person said. And it's hard to get a straight answer. Ah, well. Folks, it is the top of the hour. I've got a weekend in which I can work on this as hard as I can and try to get as far as I can with it. I hope all of you can just have the best weekend and the best time with friends, with family, on your own, whatever you're comfortable with. I won't get to talk with you next week due to Cider Fest, but I will look forward to catching you afterwards. Afterwards, we'll have been past the election. So we'll see what kind of mood we're all in. But I look forward to talking with you. I'm looking forward to seeing all the folks in Milwaukee. And all in all, just really enjoy interacting with this fandom. So until next time, be safe and be well. I'm Silver-Quill.